Hi, I don't go to college anymore because college is shut, but I'm still getting set work. And so, very luckily for you lot, you get another video of me talking about media texts. Hell yeah. Today we are going to be discussing Attitude, the Attitude website. Attitude is a gay men's magazine, and we are looking at the accompanying website. And in this video, I'm going to talk about how it creates its identity, and I'm also going to have a look at Paul Gauntlet's pick and mix theory. I think I said in the last video that this is one of my favorite theories to look at. It gets worse each time I say it. Um, but yeah, let's get right into it. Starting off with the layout and design of the site, it's a stark white and black. This is a serious layout, and it constructs the website as a serious place for journalism and factual news. It's the idea of the site being taken seriously. This is also shown in the different articles. So a lot of the articles use mugshots and serious imagery. So I'll probably get some up now. One of them I remember was a man guilty of homophobic murders, stuff like that. And so that's sort of showing them in harsh things that you see other news sites doing with other stories. Another thing is that they also use a lot of informational language, which would be expected of other news outlets. So the language isn't flashy, it's very factual, formal, stuff like that. And so here we can see the site constructing its identity as a serious place for serious journalism. Another thing that you need to keep in mind is that the title itself, Attitude, represents the website as being rebellious. It's constructing its rebellious sort of identity with this name, Attitude, and also if you look at the title, it's got a lowercase a, sort of showing that it's going against the fold, against the norms. For those who are against the sort of LGBT community, it gives them a very negative representation. So a good example is this Trump cabinet Bible leader says that gay people are to blame for coronavirus. In this article, you can sort of see that a bad picture of Trump is used, showing him to have many wrinkles and a double chin. For these people, they're given a very narrow set of representations, which goes along with Gauntlet's theory. The photos that are used are often unflattering. The words to describe them are savage and insulting, but we'll get more into Gauntlet's theory a bit later. For the identities of gay people, the website does a few things which positively represent them. However, it can be argued that they fall into stereotype. So to contrast the harsh black and white of the layout, each genre of article has its own colour underneath the photo. So together these colours make the LGBT flag. So I'll probably put it somewhere on the screen, but it's like red for news or green for opinion. I think it's yellow for men, stuff like that. And yeah, so together it makes the LGBT flag, further connoting the site's identity as a gay magazine. Also, earlier when I mentioned stereotype, I was talking about the gay stereotype that is often seen in the media. Gay people are often represented as camp, emotional, deviant, and flamboyant. They are also shown to have interest in specific TV shows like RuPaul's Drag Race, specific LGBT celebrities, an avid interest in theatre, and an interest in men. Uh, pretty much all of these are covered on the site, so it could be argued that the site conforms to the stereotype, despite their apparent rebellious, well, attitude. However, many of the articles could also be seen as empowering, showing gay people to be strong, powerful, and determined. So for example, an article called Panty Bliss and John Grant team up to talk about mental health. This example shows a discussion on mental health, which creates the feeling of community and a solidarity between gay people. When using Gauntlet's pick and mix theory, it's very important to observe the variety of representations being given by the text. So, Gauntlet's theory says that media consumers, which are people who watch or read or listen to media texts, build their own identity through taking bits from the representations they see and making it their own. So, Attitude gives a great variety of representations to their audience. They present different types of styles, different genders, different body types, and different ethnicities, which allows audience a great variety to form their own identity. However, you can argue that a lot of the content on the site is fairly stereotypical, so as I was saying earlier, like there's a lot of articles on RuPaul's Drag Race, or articles on big name celebrities which are stereotypically fanned over by people in the LGBT community. So you could argue that there's a small variation in representations there. One more thing to note is that also for people who are against the LGBT community, there is a very small amount of representations. These people are often presented as like monstrous, bad, ugly, stuff like that. I should probably show a few examples on the screen. Oftentimes they're shown with like a mugshot. They're shown as very criminal, and that's sort of it. As like a final send-off to this video, man, 2020 is turning out to be an interesting one. I'd still like to make these videos. They may not necessarily be as academically focused, because, well, I don't go to college anymore, and my A-levels have been cancelled, which is really cool. I may make a few more of these because it's a good way to sort of keep everything ticking over. But I also may try to make some more me videos that I want to make. I've got some in the works, one talking about like a game that I played and comparing it to some others, and then also another talking about sort of storytelling without words and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one, I guess.